Hi everyone! So for this class, we will focus on doing hip openers. So if you run a lot, if you walk a lot, if you do sports a lot, this class is for general hip mobility. So I hope you enjoy. So we'll start lying down on the mat. So you'll grab your strap and then we'll use this for later. Okay, so settle down here first. Maybe see how the back feels, see how your hips feel. And maybe take a moment to breathe in and then to breathe out as you settle down in your mat. Maybe one more breath. And then exhale out completely. And then from here, you'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Okay. And then just making circles at the hips, moving with the knees. Okay, so it can be a big circle or a small circle. Make sure you go the opposite direction. Okay, as you make circles, just let your lower back press against the mat. Maybe even play around as if you're rowing a boat. Okay. Just getting more movement at the hips as we prepare for our hip opening class. Okay, and then make sure you go the opposite direction. Then from here, we'll come back to center, draw the knees in again, maybe a little bit closer, see how that feels. And then from here, you'll point the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling for happy baby pose. So you'll grab the outside edges of the feet. And then maybe for this pose, if holding on to the feet is not accessible, you can hold on to the back of your thighs. Okay. So wherever you're holding, try to pull your hands down as you try to kick your feet up towards the ceiling. And then see how that feels. You can choose to rock from side to side, adding movement again. One more breath here. Okay, from here, come back to center, we'll differentiate. Try to stick the butt up towards the ceiling. See how that feels. And then try to plant your butt down on the mat. And then choose which one you need for your hips. One more breath. And then from here, we'll slowly release. Okay. From here, you'll grab your strap. Okay. And then you'll wrap it on or place it on the arches of the feet. Okay. And then you'll start to straighten the legs towards the ceiling. So if you feel that hamstrings are not quite cooperative yet, okay, you can start off at the bigger angle at the hips. Okay. And then as you breathe, you'll slowly bring the legs towards the chest. And then breathing here in and out of the nose. And then maybe we'll differentiate again. Notice if you try to bring the butt up, maybe you can bring the legs closer to the chest. And then notice when you try to anchor your butt down and then bring the legs towards the chest, you'll feel it more at the hamstrings. So can we try to keep pressing our butt down as the legs fold or as the hips fold? One more breath here. And then as you exhale, you'll keep the right leg where it is, keep the strap on the right foot, and then you'll start to lower down the left leg, maybe with control. So you start to engage the core as well. From here, you hold the strap with the right hand. Left hand can be on the hip as a guide to anchor that left side down. And then take note here, turn out the leg first. So the movement comes from the hip. Turn out the leg, inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll start to swing that leg open towards the right side. So any amount. So what's key here is that you keep your left leg grounding as you open your right leg out. Notice if this happens, that left butt is lifting up or left hip is rolling as you open the right leg, bring the leg slightly higher again. So come to that opening where your left side is still pressing down. And then breathe here. Maybe you can adjust holding the strap. Okay. From here, imagine you're trying to kick your foot against the strap. hold that effort on the right side as your left side anchors you down. And then maybe bringing the leg a little bit closer towards the side of your chest. Okay. Hold here for another breath. And then as you exhale, we'll release. We'll come back to center. This time we'll add a twist. Left hand grabs the strap. Right hand out to a T as your anchor. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to swing that leg towards the left side. Okay. And then as you swing that leg over, again, think about the strap. Your right foot is kicking against the strap. And then see if that will give you more at the right outer hip, right butt area. Okay. And then maybe if you still want more, using the strap, try bringing the leg closer towards the chest. Okay, breathing here. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, you'll slowly release. We'll bring the leg back to center and then we'll switch sides. Left leg up on the strap and then slowly bring the right leg down. Okay. Holding both straps with the left hand this time. Right hand as your anchor on your right side. Turn the leg out first before we open. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll start to swing that leg open. Notice as you open the left leg, a lot of effort to anchor your right side down. Okay. Breathing here. And it doesn't matter how big the opening is. What's more important is that you keep your right butt anchoring you down. Even if your leg is slightly higher, that's okay. And then taking your time as you open the leg out to the side. Okay. Even in the shape, when we're lying down on the mat, already find the zipper as you hold here. Similar efforts on the right side. Think about your left leg pushing against the strap. And then if you want more, using the strap, try to bring the leg closer to your left ribs. Breathing here. One more cycle. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the leg back to center. Okay. This time we'll switch hand. Right hand grabs for the strap. Anchor your left arm. And then we'll twist towards the right side. And then notice as you twist, your right leg will turn as well. Okay. And then push your left foot against the strap as you maybe pull the strap towards you. And then see how that feels. Breathing in and out of the nose. Maybe if you still want more for this side, think about your left butt trying to reach forward towards your right foot or towards the front of the mat. Breathing here. One more cycle. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. We'll come back to center. Okay. We'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Set the strap towards the side. And then you can use momentum, rocking forward and back. Come up to seated. And then we'll find tabletop on your mats. So from tabletop, okay, maybe you can do a few circles again at the hips. See how that feels for you. Make sure you go the opposite direction. Again, it can be a bigger shape or a smaller circle depending on how you feel. And then we'll come back to center. Okay, from here, we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, let the chest reach forward as your butt sticks up. As you exhale, push and round through the back. Okay, 2 more pairs. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. We'll slowly come back to center. Okay. So from here, still preparing the hips. From here, you'll just open the right knee out to the side. Keep pushing away from the mat. Then we'll draw 3 circles in one direction. And then make sure you go the opposite direction. And then we'll slowly lower down. We'll take it on the left side. Open the left knee out to the side. Draw 3 circles from the knees, from the hips, sorry. Go the opposite direction. and then we'll slowly release. From here, we'll go ahead, tuck the toes, lift up, and then push back, downward facing dog. Again, for the first down dog, any movement that you need or that you feel like doing, be bending the knees, alternate, swinging the hips from side to side to get a bit of side bend there. And then settling down in your down dog. You always have the option to keep the heels slightly lifted, bend the knees. Or if it's accessible, maybe reaching the heels down towards your mat any amount. One more breath in. From here, we'll look in between the hands, bend the knees, step one foot forward, followed by the other foot. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, lift the arms, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we'll plant the palms, pushing away from the mat. And then we'll step back to a floating tabletop. Okay? Just to get used to carrying our body weight, engage at the belly, brace the core. One more breath. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and out of the nose. Inhale, we'll lift the right leg up. Okay, we'll step it through in between the hands, lower down the left knee. Okay, and then from here, we'll reach the arms all the way up. Okay, so we'll lunge forward any amount. Okay, press down on that right leg, find traction as if you're sliding the legs towards each other. One more breath in. And then from here, we'll slowly release. Tuck the left toes. You can step back this time to a plank. Find the zipper. One more breath. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Stepping it through. In between the hands as you lower down the right knee. Okay. Ground both legs. As you inhale, come all the way up. Low lunge. Breathing towards the front of that right thigh as you reach up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, planting the palms, tucking the right toes as you slide that left foot back. Breathe in. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, 5 cycles of breath. Lengthen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. One more breath in. And we'll look in between the hands. Bend the knees. Stepping forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the palms. Push and round again. So your hands will start to carry your weight. Stepping back to a plank. Inhale, find the zipper. Exhale, lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And we'll step it through in between the hands. We'll lower down the left knee first, but then we'll set up. Move your right foot out to the side so that you can bring your right hand in. Okay, from here. Okay, so see if you can secure your right side, so meaning your right knee and arm pressing against each other. And then we'll start to lunge the hips forward. Okay. Hold here and breathe. Okay. Pushing away from the mat. Okay. One more breath in. And then you can stay here, or you have the option to tuck the left toes. As you inhale, you press up. As you press up, you still want your right arm and knee pushing against each other. Hold here for another cycle. And then you're welcome to stay here, or you'll ground your left hand. Okay. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you'll start to turn and then lift that right arm up towards the ceiling. So we're adding a twist. Now that you've lifted the right arm up, still imagine that knee pressing against the right arm so it won't open out to the side. If you feel all of the weight is on your left hand, push away from the left palm. Keep reaching the right arm up. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Stepping back to a plank, breathe in. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. We'll step it through. In between the hands, you lower down the right knee. Okay. From here, we'll set up. Move the left foot out, left hand in. Okay. You can even shimmy the right knee back. Okay. So press the left knee and arm against each other. So you'll find effort as well at the hips. And then from here, you can lunge forward any amount. Okay. As the hips lunge forward, make sure that you're pressing away from the mat. Then you can stay here a little bit longer if that feels good or if that's what you need. Okay. Or you can tuck the right toes, and then as you inhale, lift the right knee up. Breathing here. You can bend deeper at that left knee if you like. Still finding that zipper. One more breath in. And then from here, we'll add a twist. Ground your right palm, breathe in, and then as you exhale, you'll twist towards the left side, lifting that left arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you've lifted that left arm up, notice what's happening to the left knee. Imagine it's still pressing against that arm so it won't open out to the side. Push away from that right palm. Keep lifting the left arm towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Sliding back to a plank. Inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath here. Lengthen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. Maybe notice how you feel. One more breath in. Looking in between the hands, knees bent, stepping forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, ground the palms. Push away from the hands as you step back to a plank. Inhale. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg up. And we'll step it through in between the hands. This time you'll ground the left foot. Okay. Find a wider stance if needed so that you feel stable. And then as you inhale, you'll windmill the arms up. And then we'll find warrior 2. So keep the arms out to a T. Okay. From here, okay, can we engage the zipper, okay, as you bend any amount on that right leg. So your left leg is still active, pressing down on that side. Okay. But what's also key in warrior 2, notice what's happening to your right butt. Can you think of the right butt as if it's rolling down and then plugging that back in? Once you're secure from the hips down, let's work the upper torso. So imagine you're reaching the arms out to the sides. Okay. If you want a little bit more for your warrior 2, you can bend deeper if you like. Okay, holding here and breathe. You can just keep the gaze forward. One more cycle. And then as you exhale, let's add the reverse. Right palm, flip it up, and then reach up and over. So notice the left hand is just light on your thigh, or you can roll it behind your lower back. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Hands down, Stepping back to a plank, breathe in. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg up. We'll step it through. In between the hands, grounding that right foot down. Again, adjust the stance if needed. As you come up, windmill the arms up. Okay. So always feel grounded at your feet. You can widen the stance as you bend at that left leg. So keep holding the arms out to a T. Then maybe it's a better view on this side. So notice if your left butt is sticking out like this, can you roll the butt down and then as if the thigh is plugging back. Hold the zipper, maybe bending deeper if you like, as you hold your arms out to a T. Then just keeping the gaze in front, maybe bending deeper again. One more breath here. From here, we'll add a reverse left palm, flip it up, and then keep the knee in this direction as you reach up and over. Notice if there's a tendency to straighten the left leg out. Breathe here as the left arm reaches back. One more breath. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. Palms down as you step back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath. Lengthen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. One more breath in. From here, we'll look in between the hands. Knees bent, stepping forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, ground the palms. Push away from the mat. Stepping back to a plank. Hold the zipper. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll lift the right leg up. We'll step it through. In between the hands. Okay. We'll ground the left heel again. Okay, and then from here, you can use a block. Okay. Any height of the block, either on the inside edge of the foot, outside edge of the foot. Okay. And then from here, you'll start to straighten that right leg out. Okay. And then as you straighten the right leg out, can you still keep traction at the legs? Inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll start to turn the chest, and then you lift that left arm up. Now, if you're using, whether you're using a prop or not, make sure that there's one line from the block all the way up. Breathing here. Okay. If you don't have a block, maybe just let your right hand press against the shin as you lift the left arm up. Hold here and breathe. One more cycle. And then as you exhale, looking down, bending the right knee, palms down on the mat. Stepping back to a plank, inhale. Then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take this on the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Stepping it through as you ground your right foot again. From here, maybe using a prop again on the other side as you straighten the left leg out. Right hand can be on the hip. Adjust the block height if needed. So on this side, I've put it on the outside edge of my left foot. Find traction at the legs, lift the kneecaps up, and then start to turn the chest towards the right side as you lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. So you want this sensation of the right hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Maybe the right outer hip pushes back. One more breath here in triangle pose. Press away from that left palm. And then as you exhale, you look down, left knee bends. As you ground the palms, stepping back to a plank. Breathe in. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath. One more breath in. Looking in between the hands. Bend the knees. Stepping forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, ground the palms. Okay, press away. So we step back to a plank. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll bring the knees down to tabletop. So from the tabletop position, you'll swing your right foot out to the side. Okay. So it's a variation to our low lunge, but we have a wider angle. And then from here, we'll just draw semicircles at the hips. Okay. If you do this a few rounds, if you want a little bit more, maybe you can sit down towards the left heel. And then if you want to add movement at the ankle, you can press the foot in and press the foot out as you make semicircles. And then from here, we'll release. We'll bring that right knee down. Do it on the other side. You'll swing your left foot out. Okay. So ground the left foot down. Okay. And then we'll draw half circles at the hips again. Just breathing towards the hips. And then again, it can be a small shape or it can be a big shape if you like. Maybe sitting closer towards that right foot if you want to add a bit of a hamstring stretch. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll release. We'll bring the left knee down. And then from here, we'll lower down the butt for child's pose. As you sit down, you can keep the head lifted, maybe bring it at the back of your palms, or if it's accessible, head down. Bring the hands to where it's accessible for you. And then you can choose to be still or adding movement, just wiggling the hips from side to side. Breathing here. One more cycle. And then from here, we'll slowly release. You'll push up, and then we'll bring the legs in front. Okay. From here, we'll bring the legs out in front. We'll start to bend that right knee. You'll open the knee out to the side, but make sure the sole of the foot is pushing against the left inner thigh. Inhale, you'll reach the arms up. Let your chest face your left leg, and then as you exhale, you'll fold forward. You can hold on to your left shin, you can use your strap, or if it's accessible, hold on to the left foot. As the chest reaches forward of the leg. But what's happening on your right side, think you're trying to bend your right knee as you press it down on your mat. And then see if that will give you more anchor on your right as you maybe fold a little bit deeper. Breathing here. One more cycle. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. From here, you lift your right leg up. And then from here, you'll bring your right foot over the left leg. You'll hug it in using your left hand for that lift. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn towards your right side. So your right hand is your anchor. Push away from that right palm or the right fingertips. Keep grounding your right foot down. Pressing it on the mat. As you turn any amount, you can look over your right shoulder if you like, or maybe look down towards your right armpit. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, you'll slowly release. we'll straighten that right leg up. Okay, we'll take that on the left side, bend at the left knee, open the knee out, and then maybe push the foot against the inner thigh. So what you want is the hamstring and the calf muscle pressing against each other so it activates, and then pressing down onto the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up. Maybe let it face the right leg. As you exhale, you'll start to reach forward. So you can even just frame your foot, hold onto the shin. Again, use your strap or hold onto your foot as you fold over that right thigh. And then breathing here, take your time. Even though your left side is active, you might feel more of the stretch on your right hamstring. Breathing in and out of the nose. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, you'll slowly release. You lift up, you lift the left knee up. From here, you'll bring the left foot over the right thigh. Plant that left foot down. Hug it in using the right arm. Find that lift, inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll twist towards your left side. Use your left hand as your anchor. Finding that lift from the crown of the head and then turn any amount. Breathe here. You can look over your left shoulder or look down towards the left armpit. Holding here for another cycle of breath, maybe turning a little bit more. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly release. From here, we'll go ahead and lie down on our mat. Rolling. So from here, you'll hug the knees in towards the chest, and then you'll plant the feet down on the mat. So make sure your feet are hip width apart and it's underneath your knees. Toes are pointing forward. Plant your palms down, engage the zipper again. As you inhale, press the hips up, or as if the butt is lifting up towards the ceiling. Hold here. You can stay in this shape, or if you want a bit more, interlace the fingers underneath, shimmy the shoulders in so that it can also press down on the mat. And then maybe the chest will lift a little bit higher. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands. You'll slowly lower down. Okay. Stay here for a moment. If it's beneficial for you, you can bring the feet as wide as the mat and then knock the knees together just to lengthen the lower back. And then from here, we'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Okay. And then you'll keep your right knee hugged in, straighten the left leg down on the mat. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, we'll twist. You'll bring the right knee towards the left. Right arm is your anchor or right shoulder. And then settle here in the twist. As your left hand rests on your right thigh, you can use that. Maybe pulling the right knee up a little bit closer if that's what you need, or just pressing that right leg down for a deeper twist. One more breath in. As you exhale, you'll slowly release. We'll come back to center, hugging both knees in towards the chest. This time, you lower the right leg down. Okay, hug the left knee in, inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll twist towards the right side this time. Okay, as you anchor your left side, pressing that knee down towards the mat any amount. So using your right hand as leverage. Maybe if you want a little bit more, you can keep looking up towards the ceiling, or maybe look over your left side, wherever it's accessible for the neck. One more breath here. And then from here, we'll slowly release. We'll bring the knees back to center, hug it in towards the chest, lifting the head up, inhale, and then as you exhale, lower down. Lower down the arms and the legs. Okay, as you straighten the legs down on the mat, the feet can be as wide as you like. As you let your hands settle down. Then as you close your eyes, just letting go, softening what needs to soften. No more tension. Just keeping everything still. Maybe letting your mind be quiet as you set aside the thoughts. And finding complete surrender in Shavasana. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. Or you can start to find small movements at the toes, small movements at the fingers. And whenever you're ready, you can start to reach the hands over the head. Any stretch that feels good for you. As you come back to the breath, you'll hug the knees in towards the chest. Rolling over to one side. And then staying here for a moment. Then when you're ready, pushing up to seated. Settling down again. Letting the hands be soft on the knees. Connecting with the breath as you bring the palms together. And then from here, bowing down the head. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. So I hope you enjoyed and we gave your hips some more loving for this class. And then see how you feel walking or doing your activity after. So I would like to thank you for watching. This is Ever Yoga by Jo and Daya, sharing everyday yoga for everybody.